Ken Carson just went 22 for 22. Oh my God, you're wondering, wait, 22 for 22, that's impossible. Guess what? Playboi Carti, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, they have a song together, Off the Meter. It's insane. There's an official visualizer as well on YouTube. It will be on all streaming platforms later. That album was absolutely insane. I can't even think of my favorites. I gotta sleep on it. I gotta listen more. Absolutely incredible. I still got it in my ears right now. I'm literally listening. I'm dialed in.
Alright, whether you like it or not, last night's More Chaos was literally, when I say it like that, was literal history being made. Whether you like the album or not. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still confused on what the public opinion is of everybody's thoughts on this album. So could y'all like in the comments below let me know how y'all feel about the album right now. I'll wait. Yo, I gotta get my chair fixed, bro. All right, now she did that. I'm about to explain what I mean about history being made. First, I'm gonna talk about my complete experience with this album. I actually reacted to this whole album on Twitch, live in front of all y'all. Y'all should have been there. If you wasn't there, twitch.tv/ByMikey00. If you wanna pull up to the next stream. Shameless plug, I know. Anyway, the whole time I'm listening to this album, production 10 out of 10. It wasn't playing when they said Ken Carson brought the production Avengers to assemble this album, bro. I don't think that's a crazy take anymore. When I tell you every beat hit, and the thing is, throughout this album, there's a bunch of beat switches, bro. Like there's at least 4 or 5. At the very least, there's at least 4 or 5. And it is insane. I will say though, listening to the album, let's look at what I have saved so far. The beginning of the album, hits after hits after hits. And then low-key in the middle, it started to kind of lose me because it's like, I know that these songs are gonna grow on me, but at the start, I'm like, you know, they alright. Yeah, Confetti, Naked, Kryptonite is a hit, I can't lie. Psycho, Inferno, those are fillers to me though. Those are fillers to me. Thanks, another hit, and then he started going crazy. After Thanks, he went crazy again, but there was a little bit of filler. Not saying that those songs are bad, but they weren't immediate hitters, you know what I'm saying? For me, and I love Ken Carson. And now this is where it get interesting. This is why I'm saying this album made history. It's because if you remember in the recent Ken Carson videos, I've talked about how there were supposed to be no features on this album. Some More Chaos is allegedly being reported as having no features. You've been tapped in, or you like, if you're even a fan of Ken Carson, you know that Destroy Lonely has been on every single album Ken has dropped, besides like his first one, you know what I'm saying? So this hurts. I said in one of my last video that if this were to ever happen, I might shed a tear, and I'm fighting right now. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but I'm fighting. This actually hurts though, I'm not gonna lie. And apparently this was found on the More Chaos shop website, and this is what it says exactly. More Chaos is Ken's 4th studio album and an evolution of the style and the sound he innovated on A Great Chaos. It's a solo project with no features and production from his trusted circle of producers. Talents he's carefully created his past projects. So if it's from his website, we might be cooked. We're cooked, bro. There's no features. So the first time listening to this album, I'm low-key waiting for a feature the whole time, and it just did not happen. And that hurt my soul, man. I hurt my soul, bro. But anyway, I finished the album. I ended the stream. I went to edit it. I went to go edit the stream a little bit, throw it up on YouTube to get my reaction out before anybody else could. But tell me why it's almost done rendering. And I go to my YouTube because I'm finna go ahead and get everything ready. I see that Ken Carson uploaded another song like 25 minutes ago, and it says Off the Meter, and it said Ken Carson featuring Destroy Lonely and Playboi Carti, and I'm like, oh my God. Not because I'm mad that it happened, but because I just edited the video. It's rendering. So I was already mad, bro. So I had to go back, react to the song, and then put it in the video. You feel what I'm saying? You see the frustration here? All right, so apparently they just added freaking Playboi Carti and Destroy Lonely to a song, bro, and I didn't know. Like, just randomly. So we're gonna listen to that real quick. But as far as the song goes, that's history being made, because that is the first time Carti has collaborated with any of his artists since they've been signed. In my opinion on the song, let me listen to it right now, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, just re-listen to the song so oh, my chair. But you see it? Bro,
Brother,
Why'd you even say anything about it, bro?
What's that?
And off rip, first thing I'm noticing is it's an old Ken verse, or Ken Carson brought back his old sound, but most likely it's just an old Ken song. And I'm not mad at it. Honestly, it sounded pretty freaking good. I'm off of the meter. I really liked it, you know what I'm saying? And then next up, Destroy Lonely was next on the track. And you know, it sounded like old Lone as well. I don't know what era Lone it was. It had to be like No Stylist Lone. It had to be. It just sounded too good. And that's hopefully the sound we gonna get with his next project, which I'm gonna update y'all on maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that. Just like the video to tell me what y'all want. And then right after Lone, Ken came back in, and then Playboi Carti went right back in after him. Pause. I just feel like I gotta say pause. Now, this Carti feature, it sounded like all red deep voice and not like the other deep voice, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I mean, if you know Carti needs as well as me, you know what I mean. So it sounds like this was an old Carti verse too. It could be, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. His verse was alright. I don't think it was nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I did notice is that Carti didn't even come along. He brought Swamp Izzo with him, which just blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be hearing Swamp Izzo in my nightmare. I don't know if that's happened to any of y'all, but Swamp Izzo. Swamp. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I be hearing that all the time. So overall, a pretty good song. But one thing about the song, it had to be a throwaway. You know, like we all know for a fact, like they have better songs than this. Like they've been signed to Opium for a long time. They have to have more than this. I feel like this was just like, here, I'm here. Like, just here, take it. You know what I'm saying? But overall, this could be the start of something beautiful. Maybe like Project YVL, I think is what fans call that, the label tape of all of them in there. One thing I have to point out though, I wonder how Homicide Gang feel. Why were they left off? Y'all think Homicide Gang should have been on this song? Y'all let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, that's all I had to say. This was a historical moment in history for music and as Opium as a whole. But please hit that subscribe button. We trying to get to 9,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Please help me get there. I would deeply appreciate that, bro. Honestly, bro, truly. Also, if you want paid promo, hit up management Instagram down below. We've been dry recently, pause, but you can help bring in that water. You know, I'm just gonna end it there before anything else comes out weird. With that being said, I'm ByMikey. I'm gonna keep grinding, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
Good morning and good night. I wake up in twilight. It's gonna be all